guys! So I really want to have a good excuse for not uploading anything in ages, but I just suck at the YouTube thing. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna pretend I haven't been missing from YouTube for the last couple weeks, and we're just gonna jump right back into things. I just did a cosplay shoot, so if you notice that my eyebrows look kind of wonky or there's face paint that won't come off, no you don't. You don't see anything. It's not there. Don't worry about it. Mind your business. Okay? So I've been asked a few times now to make a video going over posing your face. God, I'm so awkward. Okay. Alright, so we're going to practice posing our face and different expressions together, and I'm going to go over some helpful tips and tricks for you. My biggest suggestion, I know it sounds weird, it's just to practice at home in a mirror constantly. Whenever you're not modeling, you still have to practice modeling. I know that sounds kind of odd, but I spend a lot of time making weird faces in the mirror and examining myself, how I look, my different angles. It's not a vanity thing, it is part of honing your skill as a model. I have talked before about interacting with your environment, with your wardrobe, with yourself, all of that during a shoot. So I kept things as simple as possible, partially to drive the point home on how to pose your face, how to pose when you're not given a whole lot to work with, you don't have a lot to interact with, you just have your face. Also because I'm tired and lazy. I have sweatpants on below the camera level, but you can't see that, so it don't count. Why did I say it don't count like that? It doesn't count. God, imagine if I just uploaded these videos raw, unedited. Just me drinking ginger ale, messing up words more than I already show you guys. Yelling at my cat. Stop trying to chew on my camera. Of course, the first thing I wrote down on the notebook is to play with your hair. So right now I have my hair up in a ponytail. I have a little bit of length, so you can kind of utilize your hair for headshots. Play with the ponytail, play with a piece of hair, kind of scrunch it in a way that's flattering. Later. It's an unruly mess, so we'll revisit that. Remember that you can flip all of your hair to one side for a different look. That can kind of change things up. You can push it all back. If it'll cooperate, mine's being kind of sassy, you can make a little fake ponytail with it. Those movement shots you can kind of get if you're really dedicated are super fun to do. Scrunch it and play with it, really feel yourself. Hair is a wonderful tool, just make sure not to use it as a crutch. So another big thing that I do, and I typically advise people to do, is to never actually leave your mouth closed all the way. There are very few photos of me with my mouth closed all the way. So part of that is that kind of sensual, pouty baby doll look. because I shoot a lot of lingerie. But the other side of that is that it just makes your lips look fuller, and it kind of gives a little life to your face. So instead of just sitting there like this, perch your lips a little bit. Motions and breaths and sometimes mouthing words are going to give different shapes to your lips, and some will work better for other people. For me, exhaling tends to work really well on my mouth shape. Mouth shape seems like a weird phrase. That's not dirty, is it? And then, you know, ooh. Oh, that was kind of a sexual noise right there. I know everybody makes fun of the duck face, but sometimes it can be done in a classic, cute way. A lot of retro pinups do it. Don't let anyone make fun of you for the duck face. I love the little half smiles. I don't know, instead of just cheesing at the camera, I love that little like coy smirk. And you know, for a lot of people, a full smile is really hard to do in a way that you're happy with on camera. It's just hard, I get it. And a lot of times, a fake smile just isn't going to look good. So that brings me to another one of my tricks. I like to think of the emotion that I'm trying to convey when I'm conveying it. So I have a lot of goofy stories about my little sibling or stuff like that that just makes me laugh really easily, and that's usually what I think of whenever I need to fake laugh or a fake smile. That way it's kind of more genuine if I can actually feel the emotion that I'm trying to convince people I'm feeling. Which leads into another really big part of posing your facial expressions. You want to consider the emotion and the theme and message that you are conveying. So if I'm shooting something really artistic and heavy, I'm going to lean really hard into that emotion and really feel it. If I'm doing something a little more commercial, a little more lifestyle geared, I'm going to do the whole happy laughing in a commercial bit. Not like that. That was awkward. That was not the example. And if you don't like your smile, you're probably just being too hard on yourself, honestly. I used to hate my smile. I still see photos of it and I want to never smile again. But that's normal. We all are really hard on ourselves about that sometimes. And you know, you just gotta keep practicing and keep practicing being comfortable with yourself. It's not just practicing doing it well and conveying what you want to convey and looking how you want to look. It's also practicing embracing yourself more fully, with a more fair, less judgmental view. We are all our worst critics, and you really have to work hard to learn or relearn how to really love yourself and how to be confident. Sometimes when I need to laugh and be goofy and nothing else is working, I think of that little girl on TikTok who eats wasabi and is like, help. So another big part of posing your face is that if you are not genuinely at ease, it's gonna show on camera. I know you guys have seen videos where I have just had a panic attack or my health wasn't the best, and sometimes I'll kid myself. I really think it looks okay. I think I look fairly normal. I'm like, I got you fooled. And like 5 of you will message me immediately and ask me if I'm okay. Thank you for being so concerned and amazing. You guys are wonderful. I adore you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't conceal it. Okay. If you're not comfortable, even if you think you're kidding the camera, you're probably not. And especially if you see a photo of yourself where you are comfortable versus one where you're not, you're gonna see a major difference. Now, that's not to say that you're always going to love the outfit you're wearing or the makeup or how you look that day or what the clients asked you for. You might not even love your photographer and you still just model through it. But you have to make the best of it. Be as comfortable and positive about it as you can. Bring a good energy to your photo shoot. Okay, so it's really easy to only look away or only look at the camera. Try to mix it up. So you want to kind of look at the camera, do that kind of coy look away, look to your side. So you won't always have access to your hands in the headshot session, but if you do, if you can use your hands, use them. I know we've talked a little bit about posing your hands, but just remember fluid, light movements. Don't push very hard on your skin. Don't actually like rest head all the way into your hand. Don't squish anything around. You want to always touch yourself like you were very delicate. Simple thing you can do to change the mood and like vibe of a photo really easily is just to move your head up or down slightly. Remember to keep your light and your angles in mind. If you have the option, try to not have to shoot straight on like this. Try to turn your shoulders just slightly. This tends to give you a more flattering appearance as opposed to just straight on. Whenever you face a camera straight on, a lot of times it'll make you look a lot bigger than you are. It's just not as flattering. So kind of want to turn at a slight angle. And not a full side angle usually, like this is a little too much. I don't know if you noticed what I did just there. And this isn't necessarily a facial posing tip, but it is handy to know. If you just rest your arm against your body, this part flattens. Even if you are stick thin, it'll always flatten. The camera is mean, you guys. So always kind of hold your arm off of your body. Don't let it rest directly against you. So this is off of my body, that's resting against my body. It makes a big difference. It makes your arm look as slender as it actually is whenever you kind of bring it off of yourself like that. So this is something that kind of falls on the model and the photographer, but does come back a lot to being aware of your light. A lot of times what makes an expression look fake or non-convincing is that the eyes look kind of dull and kind of dead. I know we've all heard the famous Tyra Banks smize thing, And when you ask how to do that or what it means, you get wildly different answers, and none of them are especially helpful. All that means is to show emotion in your eyes, which goes back to really feeling what you're trying to convey your feeling as convincingly as you can. But there is also a little trick you can do, which is super easy. All you have to do to make your eyes look a little less dead and more alive is to get more light into them. So that's going to come down to working well with your photographer and communicating and finding a good balance for that light. You know, we're not trying to blind you, we're not trying, you know, that is a really easy trick that will keep you from looking like you want to stab somebody. And maybe you do, but we can hide that for your alibi. I don't know if I should admit this, but I'm going to. So I heard one person suggest that, I heard one model say that she thinks of somebody she loves whenever she's trying to do bedroom eyes and like look really happy, peaceful, seductive, whatever. I don't think about people. If I'm hungry, I think about pizza with cheese stuffed crust. And if I'm not, I think about something caffeinated and cold. Sorry, silence. Key beyond practice and the couple of little tricks we went over today, the biggest key really is just to have fun. The more comfortable you are and the better you're feeling and the better energy you're putting off, the more that's going to come out in your photos and the better they're going to look. Let me throw my hair down. Malfunction. Hang on. Okay. Don't be afraid to show your teeth. Don't be afraid to be dramatic. And remember, if you get a bad shot, it can always be deleted. It's okay. It's okay. Hopefully, some of that helped and you're not too mad at me for being gone. If you guys have any questions, please comment them below. I will help you any way I can. Otherwise, I will see you guys again soon. Don't forget to click the like, share, comment, whatever buttons you feel like hitting to help your girl out, please. Thank you guys so much. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I will see you again soon.